Alright, back with the Teenage Exocolonist. Should finish it today, I think. Kind of blowing through the dialogue now since I've already seen a lot of it very recently. What's up, Rex? Dude, put a shirt on. Take your own shirt off in solidarity. You need empathy 40 or greater. First, it's hot as balls out here. It's ready to be finished now. Open next week. Quietly admire Rex's handiwork. I have time to give them new stuff. Engineering 40 or greater. I need to start getting more logs. Burned a lot of materials trying to use that auto-targeting upgrade. Buddy, friendo, pal. I want a tattoo. Can you do that? Real paper. Aw. Yeah, sure. Stratospheric logo surrounded by knives, each other's names, mushrooms growing out of a human skull. Let's do... I like the sword and shield. Go with the shield. Ooh, all red cards under 5 become 5. It's pretty good as a 9 value card. Tattooing is one of the oldest human arts. There's not too much holograms and replicators can improve on it. Tough your way through it. This is so cool. Man, it's dusty in here. Don't make it weird. That's nice. Might have a Xeno egg. My character model actually looks pretty different now. I think I ever tried the strange device. Okay, nope. Don't know who wants that, if anyone. I think Nomi likes, they like crystals. What are you doing? Sounds so cool. I remember that part. Creativity 30 or greater. Okay, still have yellow flowers. City is Tammy lives. She ends up with Cal pretty much no matter what. Alright, I need to go get some loot. So I'm going to try going out. I don't have a lot of stress budget to actually do stuff, but I can run around with the perception bonus here. Literally the aliens here. That's true. Don't need most of these unlocks. I guess I'll take the engineering. Biology's closer to an upgrade. This is probably where the most interesting stuff is, though. There's better pickups in the valley. Okay, still haven't found anyone who wants those. Nothing in that corner. Definitely want more crystals, that's good. Hey, what's up, Sim? Damn, 19 stress. Oh no! Future sight isn't always 2020. Holy shit, are you gonna be okay? From one of your Earth movies, I quite liked it. Sim canonically likes Monty Python. I could see the future too. I wasn't be very good at it either. Interesting. Look for answers under the light of the wormhole and glow. That's kind of cool. We have the same power, essentially. Probably gonna have to go to the valley next time just to get more useful pickups. Figure out what, if anything, I can do with the strange device. What's up, Dis? Do that? You're cheating. You found the one thing Dis is scared of. +1 bravery, which I already had capped. Why doesn't he ever seem scared? This is augment. Oh, maybe the augment is why he's fearless. How about that kiss? Nice. Just enough stress budget to do whatever the boss event is, I assume. Find a way in. New active plant 8 with a gem on it. Brushing by those flowers gave you a big dose. Need stress less than 100. Okay, so I have to come in here with a big amount of stress budget. Gotcha. Try that again. It's your 17th birthday. And real paper. Sock hop. People inexperienced with imbibing alcohol begin to act as if they're drunk, even if they're completely sober. Hang with your friends. Is this still here? Neither of you knows where to put your hands. Despite spending the entire song looking at his feet, Dis still manages to step on yours. Nemi invasive skip dancing and gone straight to sucking face. Uh-oh. I think this is very similar to an event we did before. This is bullshit. That seems bad. Cal and disagree. No idea what they're up against. True. We still really have no idea why Dis... Well, we know that there was a bomb at the wall. We don't know that Dis did it necessarily. Yeah, Cal's not wrong. Wish they would leave you alone. Do you think grows her food? Ghosts? This whole war is light speed stupid. Keep your eye out for the answer to everything. Just gone all human supremacist. Yeah, not great. And it's all connected like a fungal network. Even the rocks in the water. I like how chatty Dis gets when you're more friendly with him. Thousands of years old. They look scary. Oh, you brought him clothes. Whoa. His hair seems alive. It's about to add more information. Didn't have more information. Cool. The Dis storyline stuff is pretty neat and pretty different from my first playthrough. I've got almost a full pip and like 4 different skills. Probably should just pick one here. Let me review my future Marstead notes for this game. Hold on. So creativity 1 is new Bible cards in the depot. Don't really care. Persuasion I was kind of trying to go for. Engineering 1 is draw an extra card. Which maybe that's enough with everything else to make the auto-targeting thing better, but I think the penalty is just so high whenever you have a challenge. Never got biology 1. It's my best bet for persuasion right now. I think it's studying the humanities, but organizing and persuasion. Probably a better stat combination. And because the last tier of organizing lets you remove cards, although it's a little late to do that. I already have a lot of garbage in my deck, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, I guess the other creativity unlocks are way too late. I think organizing is more likely to be immediately useful, especially if I get like a bad or annoying card. Working in the depot. Okay. I can turn that into an 8, I think. Yeah. All right, it's like 3 stars. Now I need to take a break. Relax on the walls. Gut feeling is actually a downside. I mean, I guess it's nice as a way to try to get it straight, but Xenos to the rescue. Oh, fuck you, dude. Guy sucks. Okay. I wanted to check. I don't need your help. I'm fine. You don't belong here. Love doesn't keep anyone safe. Oh no. Anemone's an exemplary soldier. That's cute. I remember what I was trying to look at. I wanted to see friendship ratings now. Anemone's maxed. Dis is almost maxed. Okay. I actually don't want that card. Oh, free stress recovery. I should have saved it. It's okay. Totally remembered your birthday. You okay? Oh, okay. She has like elf ears that let her hear better. You're lucky to have such cool ears. Can you hear me now? Don't let my dad know I don't like my ears. Okay. Don't know about Tangent's virus project yet. And have the persona problem where I'm best friends with Nemi, so I should never hang out with her ever again. Probably should have guessed that he would have liked that. I was like, who could possibly like the strange devices that you only get for weird expeditions? Well, there's no way to possibly know. I had multiple chances to try to give it to Dis, too. Okay. I'm gonna go do the high stress activity, and then I'm gonna have to go back to the earlier zone to try to get more useful gifts. Well, the main thing I wanted was the thing for Dis, so I guess if I have the tech part, that's good enough. No collectibles remaining, boss event remaining. Boss event we know is very high stress, so... Don't want to do any other events while we're here. Except maybe Sim or Dis if I run into either of them. 3 manticores. Save sim. Okay. Card gets +3. No, I don't want that. Can I get this up to 9? No, it's already too much. I really have another 10, right? Okay. So cards of this value, so I could get them up to at least 6. Six, 7, 15 on that guy. I don't want that card to write becomes 5. Seven seems pretty good. 2 stars, okay. It's gonna be really hard to get 3 stars now that I have so much card draw. Glad that's over. Damn. Come back to life, I assume. Sim's Curiosity 2. I think Sim's gonna come back later. Oh, I have to leave after that, okay. Brutal, I have to spend a lot of time steps going out there. Early pollen was somebody. Rex, I guess I already did that. What's this penalty? Oh, morning. I don't buy it. There we go. Bit of a hike. The headache building. Okay, well, in a minute we get to ignore that. Keep going. Tough it out. Less than 100 and need toughness 50 or greater. Or reasoning, okay. One more room. Endure the pain, toughness challenge. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Don't like that card. Get rid of it if I could. What are my buffs here? +1 to red cards, bonus to straights, bonus to pairs. Okay. To and from gem cards buff is pretty strong, I think. Don't have any other gems though. Stress is high. Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't really need the stat increase. Oh, apparently that was the 3-star. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, I lose everything from the morning state. That's unfortunate. Got a bonus to like every stat and can't benefit from any of them. Infinite web of possibilities. Well, we didn't see this in the first playthrough. Headache is gone. Ow, my head. Include the juicy bits. I believe you. I know what it's like when people don't. Not gonna do that to you. Had some kind of mega prophecy. Explore the glow in expeditions. Ooh. Okay, I don't think I need to keep exploring here. I guess there's maybe a couple events. I think it's going to give me stress just for leaving that event in the first place, which has caused me to get booted out before. Okay, still unfortunately count as in mourning. Not too much I can do about that, so it's tempting to just rest here, but it sucks to rest after I just got a stress refund. Guess I could go... We up to here on friendship. This is almost maxed. I think I'll go ahead and just try to rest it out. That one's tolerable. That one's only okay. 8 pollen. Okay, now I can get stat bonuses again. I heard your friendship has benefits. Okay, so I guess back to pumping persuasion. Card becomes 4. Okay, let's not do that then. I don't know if I can get a better result in this one. There are other cards with gems. All right. Seen this before. Whatever. First pregnancy. Congrats, Tammy. Humans. You haven't seen this pregnant person in years, not since you landed. What does everyone think about this war on nature? I think it's stupid. You should listen to me instead. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Oh, God, I keep fucking up when I get the stress recovery for that, unfortunately. Okay. It's dust. I don't have any mushwood logs, damn. It's not in the area I've been exploring lately. Enough to max Dis. Okay, Dis is maxed, Nemi is maxed. That's probably as good as I'm gonna get. Out of the little blue bobber fruits or whatever. You look incredible. What are you fighting for? Just trying to get through it. For the future of the colony. You look beautiful. Do you ever want kids? The world's too dangerous for babies. That was so super dangerous. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't know Nominomi's birthday was early dust. Did it skip to mid dust? It might have. Mid dust, okay. I don't think I'll be able to do anything with that information, but keep trying to pump persuasion here. You got a nice butt yourself. Keep it in your pants, Marzipan. Just getting the organizing stat would still be nice because the game still is throwing shit cards at me that I'd love to say no to. It would be fun to try to do a run where you try to get organizing maxed as soon as humanly possible. Don't think we want that. These card values is just forced to become 4. I think it's this one. No real way to minimize the damage from that, I think. That helps a little bit. Okay. All cards to the right become red. I gotta get rid of these sports ball cards. They're kind of kicking my ass lately. Yeah, I'll take 2 stars. Right, who do I might be good on gifts right now. We already maxed out Tangent and Cal in the last run, I think. So I can just try to focus on stat pumping here. What are you writing? You ever read about me? Curious. Nope. Friendship event with Nomi. Sounds rough, buddy. Aw. I did that one in the previous playthrough. Hard organizing challenge. Shit, I hate when they have a locked card like this. Shit sucks. Any other gem cards here? I guess that's technically a gem card. I'll try to get 5, 6, 7, but so it doesn't get both. It becomes 5 and then doesn't benefit it further. Okay. First or last pain. 4, 5, 6. Stress isn't very high right now. I think I can get a 7 even if I wanted one. Doesn't really help. Doesn't get me much further. Oh, that's the 3-star result. No kidding. Okay. Increase rewards for working in the depot. Okay. I think I'm gonna get like 1, maybe 2 pips of persuasion when I spend all my time on this. Because you get more kudos as the big reward. Okay. I have some gem cards. Yeah, I just have too many bullshit cards right now, I think is the big problem. It's more like it. Max organizing sooner would have been great. Not particularly good. Okay, what else can I do here? That's better. Okay, we are going to get the organizing cap. We want to go out during glow. Special thing we had to unlock. Sneak out. Pretty cool. What's that curious sound? Maybe they were wrong or lying to you. Try to get as much loot as I can, and then I'll maybe check out. I wish you could tell, looking at an event, what the stress cost was going to be and whether it was going to boot you out once you interacted with it. Like, I want to do the boss event, especially if it has a bunch of stress costs in it. I get why they don't do that, because it's supposed to be like exploration, but the rest of the game I think is pretty good about telling you exactly how much it's going to cost. Something important will happen here, but not yet. Okay, let's do the other events in the area. Has a lot of eyes. Wonder if it's sim respawned, essentially. Sim's true form. A manticore. That's cool. Big stress reduction for being out here now. Perception 80. Neighbors become wild, value is wild. Timey-wimey wormhole stuff. -1 stress is pretty good if I got that much earlier. Wonder how early you're allowed to unlock this. Shining with ultraviolet light, invisible to the human eye. Oh. Everything is like black light colored. Join the colony defense. There's no sun to set in globe. The night falls in the battlefield without any break in the fighting. Under siege. Weeks. Six days pass. Humanoid? What is that thing? Does it sim? Talk to it. Little weed. Kudzu. Tillicent. Gardener. Pest control. Unlike Gardener's symbiosis. Bring it on, ugly asshole. Yeah, I'll take another delusion. You're welcome. What did he do? And you're sieging the colony. Spooky. Start age 18. Okay. Base isn't talking to me. Needs time to think. Base is right not to trust me. Okay, I'm sorry. Nothing for tangent. Like is mangled beyond recognition. You tell everyone they're humane traps, but humans lie, don't they? They lie all the time. Humans are so afraid of extinction will kill indiscriminately to avoid it. Life is short, brutal, and hard. It's up to us to fill as many experiences as we can. And damn, Dis, I really agree with your life philosophy. Aw. Yeah, my first playthrough, I basically didn't talk to Dis at all. I tried, but it didn't work. I promise. +5 if in the first or last pane. Can't imagine what I do to keep you safe. Aw. That's nice. Smitten. +1 to social skill increases for 3 months. Well, unfortunately, I have to spend some time resting here, but... Dump tangents focus. Boo. Avoid the surprise party. Can't you just keep everyone's spirits up? Woo, streamers, balloons, great. But Echinacea, St. John's wort. Hey, who invited you guys? It's a private party. You're a bunch of fascists, you and Lum. Not your friend anymore. Oh, that sucks. Bad omen for the rest of the year, no kidding. Okay, let me try to get the benefit of these social increases here. Middle card becomes 4. Thanks, I hate it. Oof. Well, I don't care for that. I could have done a little better. Not much better, though. Okay, first persuasion tick was, I guess it's about to tell me, yellow cards get +1. Oh, optional card skip. Oh, that's from organizing. Right. Which I did want. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, let's just keep pumping this. Although now I'm not getting the benefit from organizing anymore, so I'll switch to the other activity. Humanities, I think it was. I don't like either of these. But now I can say no. Hooray. No, we did this last run. Comes a 10. Yeah, it's not bad. +6 creativity. Dis have anything to say? It's completely at ease. Nice, I'll take the free stress recovery. Last year for engineering requires reasoning. Okay. Fix the robot. You kind of trashed it. Okay. One card gets +3. How many gem cards do I have? 1. Ugh. Okay. Damn, really? It's better, but... don't think I can really do better here. Yeah, it was 2 stars. Unfortunate. Too many garbage cards, sadly. History of capitalism. Yeah, we did this last time, so I'm just gonna jump through it here. Sounds horrible. Okay, let's see. Stress isn't quite over 50, unfortunately. Those 3 stars, yeah. I'm not getting the super cool anymore, sadly. Too much garbage. Check the shop really quick. The depot's blue, I think. Bonus for straights. Draw an extra card. I'm gonna try to save up for the drone rifle. Subtangent. Haven't slept in 2 days. As a reminder to sleep. Let me see if I can get this gun. So I get a decent amount of kudos for this, even though organizing is max now. I need persuasion 60 for that. Oh, that's a lot of shit cards. At this stage of my first playthrough, I was just annihilating everything because I didn't have so much garbage. I have to do this 2 more times to get enough kudos. It's 14 kudos, unless if I get the 3-star. I guess I could equip the thing for that, but if I'm already not getting the super goal without it equipped, the penalty is definitely going to be impossible to get around. I suppose I could use one of my items to make sure that I get it. Okay. I didn't get the 3-star. Brutal. This came up last time, just gonna scroll through it. Then he breaks Utopia's hand. Dude sucks. Killing is never right, Tammy. All killing is wrong. Total human supremacists. Okay, that's the same as before. I dreamed you were the governor. I agree. We definitely want to overthrow him again if possible. Though this time I don't have max persuasion. Persuasion 50. Oh man, I'm so close. I feel like it's like one more day. I guess I could wait. I could do an event and then talk to her. Gives me a chance. I think that's the most recent, right? Yeah. And just get one source of kudos here. Lots of blood. Okay. Card becomes 4. You hate to see that. It's only 2 stars. It's okay. $48, so I need 2 more. I really focused on this early in the first playthrough. It's kind of funny that I'm doing it so late now. Neighbors become wild, values wild. Item can do it too. Do have a lot of gems available here. See if I missed it with Mars here. I should be governor. Need to work on your persuasion. Okay. So I have to work in each area to trigger that. I guess I don't remember which one did what. Let me check the depot. Plus 5 persuasion's not enough. It's 20 persuasion from the cool jacket. I guess I'll wait to see what's required. Stressed out, okay. What are you doing? Let's leave together. So let me become a gardener. Set it in the living quarters, rebellion 70 or greater. Now or never. The end. Ran away ending. Wow, so that ends pretty early, huh? I wanted to see what happens if you go that direction with this. Curious to see what it shows. I might reload and continue. The game always made it to 20. Gardeners have a procedure to absorb you. You don't get to stay you. Forget you were ever human. In the moment of your death. Traitor to humankind. I'll live my best life. Okay, so what I actually want to do is load my save from before that. Try to talk him out of it. Because that will at least be different too. We know why he did it now, at least. Oh man, I'm not getting the good cards today. I'm gonna have to use items, I think, to have a chance here. It's not a red skill challenge. Don't want the -7. They got some of my worst cards in the game for what might be one of the hardest challenges I've ever seen here. Jeez. Redraw a hand would be great, actually. That's better. That's better. Okay. Thank God you were here tonight to stop this. Relax. Okay, so it will give me a persuasion challenge here. Oh, that is hard. Card becomes yellow. Turn it wild, though. Oh, but that overrides it becoming wild. Bummer. Okay. My stress is up. Does it turn it yellow even if it's already wild? It does. Okay. Okay. Can always do the reroll. This is a persuasion challenge, so it might be good to get more points from it. 7, 8. Great. Okay, now let's get rid of the fucking sports ball card. Not doing me favors lately. If I get the gun, I guess I need to know where I'm going to put it. Memory backpack being another extra card is kind of interesting that they value that at 300 kudos. I guess 2x bonus for red pairs isn't as good as it sounds, and I can't use the 50 combat. It might be better to sit on the kudos here in case I need to buy one of these to clear a task. Be the better strategy. Don't think I'm going to be able to get Seek on my side. I wasn't able to do it last time, but that was based on having kudos. I had to bribe Seek. Oh, that's cool. So because Udicot's alive, you don't have to do the bribing? Cute. That's neat. I think Seek was the only one I wasn't able to get last time. Bonus to pairs. Oh, it's because the minus to the last card. Okay, hold on. guess I could also just redraw, so my hand sucked. It's not much better. Doesn't count as a red card. Oh, because this counts as blue or all colors. Whoops. I guess I could do this to override colors, but then I don't get this one counting as the only blue card. But I got the super goal. Okay. See who else I can convince here with my kind of middling stats. I think I'm going to have to do relaxing here because I haven't unlocked any activities other than relaxing. Which is tough because I don't really have any other ways to get lots of stress quickly. What if I can persuade you? +1 to social yellow cards. Okay. Probably make that the highest value. It started at 5. It's more annoying than I was thinking it would be. Just get the card out of my hand, you know? Third stage of challenges. Guess I need to recover stress to get someone on my side anyway. You automatically get her vote if you've convinced everyone else. Oh, okay. Gems and other cards. It's a lot of 6s. None of these have a gem, sadly. Sucks. Be careful, I'm going to run out of these eventually, but I do have the cards to score high. It's just... Man, I really need to like make sure I redo this challenge from scratch, I feel like, because I need to get more points in the first couple rounds here. Let me load. I don't think I can see my council votes anywhere. Whoops. Let me select that. Okay. So the first time I just did 3 5 cards, which is probably a mistake. Maybe this goes better. 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have to get 35 points in the last round, which is not trivial. Stress is not high enough for that. Why don't we get a pass at least? Could take the pass. Alright, I took 2 stars. Sweet. Go out for glow again, because I get a limited number of opportunities to even try that. Should get me an event with Utopia. Maybe not here, it won't. Probably just do the boss event then. More crystal clusters are good, because I think getting a reroll is pretty good for my current setup. I wish I wouldn't have spent so many kudos on the auto-targeter, but I really thought that the guaranteed 3-star might be able to overcome the penalty. I'm sure there's a build that you can set up where the auto-targeter wins with a super goal on every single hand without too much trouble, but it probably involves getting organizing maxed sooner and turning down most shit card rewards. Samples last time and photographs this time. Rush after her. Xenos are just standing there. $85. Okay. Bonus to physical cards, bonus to streets. Oh my god. Give me better cards, game. What the fuck? Oh, it only redraws the cards that I see. Yeah, I think I just re-roll again here. Just keep giving me shit cards, game. That's fine. I won't hold it against you. I cannot get a 7 here to save my life. No. We should be fine from the earlier straights. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need combat levels, so I'm just gonna take it. +1 colony defense. That's good because I lost one earlier. Choosing not to follow the asshole. Wonder how tonight's battle might have gone if you hadn't stopped him from planting that bomb. Okay, that's the same as before. Take the free stress recovery. Shovel some dirt. I like the idea that Cal's already in charge at this stage of the game. It's fine. I don't need toughness anyway. Make yourself out of the stream. One more year as a teenager. Mental skill increases. Fucked up, okay. Need combat, bravery, perception, animals, combat, animals, bravery, or toughness. So, I guess I'll just do one of them just to do something here. I think I already got him on my side, actually. I forget. Oh, it must have been because they sent me down there earlier. Okay. Let me get my time back, because I'm going to need to get more persuasion. I forgot that I had already gotten... I forget what task I did that counted for that. I guess I have to go outside still. I think that'll be 5 out of 6. I'm trying to think which one I haven't done. Funny you should mention it. Me. Let me tell you what we'll do. Easy persuasion challenge, okay. Oh, locked 3 card. I guess it has a gem on it, which is nice, but still. Horrible. Okay, well that helps a bit. Well, I think I can get an 8. Unfortunately becomes 6. Yeah, this is gonna suck. Fortunately, it's an easy challenge, but... Two, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a 7. I don't know if I can take that, I guess. Wow, no stars, but I don't need any of those. Okay, so I think I have everybody now. I may as well burn my stress here because I have to rest tomorrow anyway. I might get the cool jacket because I think one of the final events ended up saying that it was going to require persuasion in a previous run. Oh, hey, I thought you were dead. If you did witness my death, I apologize. I imagine I didn't enjoy it much either. Thought so. It's a gardener thing. I make regular backups. Yeah, no, that sounds normal. Noctilicent. Watch out for them. I am my own legacy. Explore at random. Convergent domain battery. Oh. Oh yeah, I have the insomnia penalty. That's too bad. Okay, probably just rest here to rest, but could try to risk spending some more time on other activities. I think it's because like, eventually I have to go back to the depot in order to get the event where we formally oust him, right? Count on your vote. Easy peasy. I probably need to be able to change stuff. I think this worked last time. I don't remember. Cards with gems are wild. That's interesting. But that unfortunately means I'll have to be careful to keep the 11 bonus on that. Yeah, I might just not be able to, which is probably fine. I'll do. Because it didn't prompt me there immediately. I tried talking to Mars, I guess. That's the thing we're doing now. We'll do your hair and makeup. Something flashy. This was fun. I feel like it should have triggered when I went into organizing last time. I guess I'll keep trying until it triggers. And apply to be Lum's assistant. Assist the governor is persuasion. Okay, I should have done that sooner. But I guess I just qualified for it. I could have bought the coat maybe to do it sooner. Asking an adult. +1 to social yellow cards. That's better. Yeah, still no events. I guess I can just keep doing that activity until it pops up. I thought maybe it involved talking to Mars or something. He uses social media content as an important part of his brand. Try to make him look bad. Easy. No more blue cards. Turn a card blue. Oh, right. I always forget that I have barely any cards that I draw there. That's fine. 3 stars. Thank you. Still no proc. I must have just like happened to have talked to them at exactly the right moment. Maybe it happens at a set time of the year. I don't think I've uncovered the tangent virus thing. You can trust me. You can definitely trust me for sure. You probably shouldn't trust me. How unusually candid of you. Hate that card. Oops. Okay, here we go. Soldier and not a good one. So can I. One of us need persuasion 100. Okay, so I have 76. So I wonder if this is guaranteed to happen at this time or if it's impossible for me to hit the target now. Let's see. Oh, really? Okay. Guess I could try to get 2 things, because I have 70... Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I needed to buy... I could probably afford to buy all of the things that increase persuasion, which I think there are at least 2. So there's plus 20 persuasion, and then plus 10 to all yellow skills would get me there if I had both. Okay. I don't really need the plus level up bonus anymore. 100 persuasion, so hopefully that'll do it then. Probably want to swap off of it afterward. Cards with gems are wild, of which I have none in my current hand. Yikes. That's better. There's one for each gem on other cards. That's pretty good. Okay. Join Mars. So can I. A vote for me is a vote for us. If you win this, you'll have a lifelong nemesis in this woman, but what a nemesis. Taco Tuesday? Oh, that's nice. UCOT gives you the vote. Hey! Leader in command. I'm gonna destroy you. I love that gives you plus friendship. That's a nice touch. Best interest of the colony. Lum is old news. Nice. Yeah. I needed to do some drugs first. Would have been the one thing to really make it better there. Keep trying to pump it because I think having it actually max for the end game is good, question mark. Govern. That's fun. It's persuasion and bravery instead of persuasion and organizing. That's cute. Whatever. Just because you're old in the dirt doesn't mean you're the best person for the job. We don't have parties. working as the governor. More shit card draws, sadly. Slightly better. Nice. +6 persuasion. I am curious to see what all the governor tasks are. Kind of feel like I should go outside at least one more time, too. Yep, it's the same. Bonus +1 when increasing skills. You don't have a ship counselor. Okay, well, at least it's all the way on the left side, which is less bad. Yeah, okay. When you were a kid, you didn't really understand what the governor did all day. Card gets +3. Can't really get the 7, 8, 9 here easily, can I? Well, I guess I can. But it sucks. Let's just reroll. Because they don't have too many tasks for you to do as governor, just because the game is necessarily almost over by the time you get the opportunity to do this, I suppose. Stress is not over 50. That's better. Much better. This should max me out, and then I'll go do expeditions for the rest of the time, I guess. Cards with gems are wild. Oh, because it's a +1 yellow card, I see. There we go, max persuasion. +1 social increases. A little late once again. What are you gonna do? That's cool that you can keep this around. I like that. Just let me go out whenever I want because I'm the governor. Go call the governor. Totally saw you there. Well, things do tend to attack us. You're a burr lodged in its skin. Views are difficult to hold within myself, though I understand them implicitly. Invasive species management. Doesn't need to be this way, you say? What's up with the wormhole? It's related to your foresight. Not the only one? That's cool. Wait. Uh-oh, badly defended. I don't know, I must have lost multiple points. I wonder how I ended up at mediocre defense last time. I guess because I didn't participate in these events. Okay. +1 to physical cards. Born for this moment. I actually kind of want to redraw cards I just drew. Yeah, that's more like it. Playing Shovel Ball with Cal is an extremely powerful card that I probably want to save for the second part of this. Okay. Ends up being like, it's effectively an 18 depending on what other cards you play, which seems really strong. It's good enough. Oh, 2 stars. The building is on fire. Okay, this is the beginning event. You remember this from another life. Oh, we could do animals. I haven't done that one before. I guess there's a lot of stats you can have to 100 and survive that sequence. Your birthday. You're 20. Nice. I thought I was gonna get annihilated at the end. So I guess there's probably still a couple other things to do, right? There's probably making peace with the aliens is a thing, I assume. Yeah. Finding out more about Sim. Take the colony in a new direction. Seems like in order to be governor and then have your rebellion low, you'd have to like find some way to really scam it down, because you need to have high rebellion to be able to become the leader in the first place, right? Governed successfully for many years. It's by your side for life. Oh, that's sad. Tries to make the best of it for you. Deprived of love for so long, his hunger for it is bottomless to the point of self-destruction. Something you keep revisiting during a relationship, but never to the point of breaking up. Who else would believe you're stuck in a time loop? Eventually it catches up with him. There's no body to recover. It's nice. I like that they don't just like give you a hyper saccharine happy ending, because you also end up breaking up with Tangent. Active duty.
Duty.
Oh, that's weird. That's unsurprising. Yeah, they really went out of their way to be like, we don't want to just give like a really stupidly happy ending for everybody. Let's try to be like somewhat realistic about it. You can use the buckle under yearly attacks. Attacks only get stronger every year. So I think the only people who died were my parents, and I guess Nemi's brother. She has one child just for the novelty. I had that in the first ending too. More terrifying to small children. And in my later years, live my best life. So you can have a run where you like save everyone and you make peace with the aliens and you become governor, I guess. Would be 100%ing Teenage Exocolonist. Yeah, this game's really great. I had a great time with it. I generally would push back on, hey, we should do at least 2 playthroughs of a game that's this long, but I think here doing the 2 playthroughs is super warranted. And I definitely got the sense that there's more to it if you play it more than that. I think that it feels suitably different in different playthroughs. Like, obviously, as I keep saying, trying to make your choices actually matter in a game like this is a fool's errand. Like, you're never going to do it. It's the same basic arc from beginning to end. You know, the Helios shows up at the same time. A lot of the things that occur happen in the same order, but I think they do a good job of making it feel like it's your playthrough with the stat system. I think the card system is pretty clever. I think the card system is interesting enough to not get boring, but it probably could have done with a little bit more depth maybe at the very last second, because there's certain things that can happen and it's very difficult to plan your build out. Like, there's a lot of upgrades that I guess maybe the idea is that they want to give you surprise upgrades so that you'll do a second playthrough and now you know, oh, I should rush organizing so that I can get the ability to remove cards because I got it way too late in my first playthrough. I guess that makes a little bit more sense. The fact that they're definitely anticipating you to play it more than once helps. But no, I felt like I did 2 totally different builds and was still able to play through it pretty successfully. And I never found the card minigame to be boring. It's not as robust as, you know, a lot of other roguelike card games, but I still thought it was fun and an interesting take. And I liked using the cards to represent like memories and life events. I don't think I have anything really negative to say about this game. I think it's great. It's, you know, what if Persona was good? It really doubles down on focusing on the social link aspect, and it really puts a lot of effort into the social links feeling meaningful. And I think the main story feels meaningful. It feels like there's a lot of mystery. It feels like it handles the concept of rebellion much more smartly. The thing that I really found frustrating about Persona 5, that it's aesthetically draped. It's draped in the aesthetics of rebellion, but can only return things to the status quo constantly. So having a game that's a little bit more explicitly themed around that, with you playing as a teenager, exploring those themes a little bit more maturely, just doing a better job of the gameplay being mature in general. Like, I feel like like I said when I got the credits last time, that the card system feels way more synergistic with the social link stuff and the how am I going to spend my day life simulator stuff than the JRPG dungeon crawler does in Persona. I think that those 2 features of Persona are in constant tension with each other. Each one makes the other thing worse. And it certainly doesn't help that Persona is like 100 fucking hours long, right? I think maybe Persona could learn from Teenage Exocolonist. It never will. I don't think anyone on the dev team is ever going to play this game. But I think like just the idea that, you know, yeah, we're going to do this social link thing. And so we're going to try to make the game relatively short so that you can have multiple playthroughs that feel kind of distinct from each other. Because I think the structure of Persona, the game being so fucking long and there being so many interactions between the JRPG part and the social link part, really kind of encourages you to min-max the game and like try to follow a guide to like get max rating with everybody because of all the important benefits. And here it feels like you could maybe max it out if you were really going insane and following a guide, but the game is explicitly not designed around you doing that, and in fact shows you a very different story based on which people you choose to spend time with. Like in that playthrough, I didn't even counter the whole tangent virus to wipe out all native life on the planet thing, and that felt like a huge element of the story in the first playthrough. And in the first playthrough, I like never went out to do expeditions until the game was basically over, right? I don't think you could structure Persona to realistically encourage multiple playthroughs, because it's insane to ask someone to play one 100-hour game. It's a bit more reasonable to ask them to play an 11-hour game, you know, 2 or 3 times. Yeah, if you can't even envision something different than the status quo, you can't meaningfully rebel. Exactly. And I think this game does a lot of stuff where one of the problems with Persona is that a lot of the things that it can't imagine when it comes to rebellion is it can't imagine this group of teenagers actually changing the world. Like it can't, even though you have these like superpowers to go into people's minds, their mind palaces, and like change who they are, they still can't imagine you fundamentally reshaping society, right? And like the one time where they do the DLC where they do the, well, what if somebody successfully reshapes society thing? Like, for society is barely different. It's just that everybody is happy, I guess, but everything, like, it's still, everyone still has a job. Like, nothing has radically changed. And here I think it took them a bit more vulnerability as artists to be like, yeah, Why not? Like, you're teenagers, sure, you convince everybody and you run for governor and you become the governor even though you're only 18, right? It's the kind of thing that, like, if you were obsessed with it being reasonable, you would be like, well, is an 18-year-old really going to take over? And is an 18-year-old really going to be successful? But it like has the audacity to be kind of like hopeful and like imagine that might happen and it might turn out something other than terrible. You know what I mean? And the game is hopeful without being, like I said, saccharine, which I think is a big strength of it. I could imagine another indie game similar to this that's like deeply cringe, that's deeply like trying to make these OC characters happen, that isn't really trying to earn them, that's like every single character is a Mary Sue and you don't buy that they're all real people with flaws. I could also see a similar indie game that's just completely leaning into the horniness aspect. This is a game that I would say, you know, brackets respectfully, or it's horny brackets respectfully, and I've played like 3 or 4 games now that have pulled that off really well. I fear sometimes that when I'm streaming that I come across as like an anti-sex prude or something, because so many video games are not respectfully horny. They're horny in like a gross male gazy way, right? They're horny in a way that's trying to appeal to a very specific, predominantly male, predominantly teenage audience. And this is a game that's literally about horny teenagers, and it does it in a way that I think is very mature and well handled, and it doesn't shy away from like being incredibly horny. One other game that I've done that's done that too, I think, is Baldur's Gate 3. So I applaud it for that. I don't think it's gross ever. I think it's really well done, and I was happy to play it on stream. Thank you for putting it on Subblock, and especially for getting it on the voting system and pushing it to win, even for 2 playthroughs. I think it was actually worth doing 2.